What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be running some 7x Elixir. I got the deck on the left here. This, in my opinion, is the best deck for 7x Elixir. It's so defensive and offensive that you're really able to counter almost all other decks you go against. And this guy is just throwing the game. But I'm going to use this to kind of talk about the deck real quick. So you kind of want to just put the drill on tower, and the fact that it's an Evo is actually good for this because usually like it does less damage if it's an Evo because it'll retarget onto the goblins instead of the actual drill. But because it moves around, it can retarget onto your tanks, and it'll completely ignore the actual drill. Let's hopefully get into an actual game where someone's going to play. So that does a ton of damage on tower, along with, Tornado Rocket is great on defense and offense. Kind of clear everything out. I don't know why some people play... Is this another person who just gave up? This is crazy. I am going to keep this in because I'm just going to kind of farm these wins real quick. But... a lot of people also are AFK because if you are keeping track of like the events that are going on, you have to get so many games played, and it doesn't matter if you win or lose, it's just actual games played. So that's probably why people were AFKing. Hopefully the next one we get into here. Okay, let's hope Thomas here is actually playing. Okay, so far, maybe. Okay. Don't love that musketeer. Almost missed it, honestly. But yeah, that'll get some damage on tower. You're not really... honestly, damage on tower doesn't matter too much. If tower's still there, that's fine. I don't care about the chip damage. It's so easy to just rocket cycle, and I think he realized he was going to lose, so he gave up. So that's kind of the capabilities of this deck. I am in 10,000 trophies, so these guys aren't, like... bad this game. They are up here, but it's kind of crazy. Let's just hop into the next one. Heaven forbid we get to play the game here and not just AFK. Let's see what we got. See if they're gonna play. Okay, I'm gonna pull that down. Alrighty, princess. Let's see if they have balloon here. If we have balloon, they have balloon. That's not too bad. Well, I want that to hit the hunter. Good. They have balloon, that's pretty decent because we have the bomb tower executioner, and we have this, and we have drill if we want to play that on defense also. Sometimes I've done that. Definitely way better on offense, but if you have to, Okay. And this is kind of to show you that this deck is so... I'm not gonna lie, it's brain dead. Like, people just give up. People give up because it's too... in 7x Elixir, the games are so quick. You either 3-crown or you get 3 crowns. Usually you're not like a 1 or 2 tower game. And people just give up once they know that they're gonna lose, which is kind of nice if you're just trying to farm the trophies. It does seem like most people don't know what kind of decks to make for this. Not a great starting hand. Gonna have to just play the bomb tower, which is fine, but yeah, this video is just gonna be me probably wiping the floor. I'll probably get maybe 1 loss if I had to guess. This guy's not playing. All right, let's skip it to the next one. All right, please be playing. Let's see. Okay, he got goblin barrels. That could be an actual... okay, here we go. This looks decent for us considering E-Golem. A lot of players play E-Golem thinking that like we're not gonna be able to use all our elixir, but we actually can. Because if you place fast enough, you can actually still take advantage of the fact that they're giving you more elixir. Definitely an idea, and I think if you're gonna go E-Golem, you have to go healers with it, but that's more of a personal opinion. I haven't played with the healers too much. I'm gonna ignore right here. We're gonna go left. And as you guys can see, like this is just, it's so easy. I'm gonna just pull that all in, get that good rocket value, good poison value. going in here. Honestly, also, if the giant skeleton gets the tower, which a lot of the times it does, unless they have like P.E.K.K.A, mini P.E.K.K.A, it's tower gone because it does so much damage. Look, he's doing goblin barrel on defense. So, you know, you're cooked. Usually you're not in a good position if you do goblin barrel on defense. Just gonna rocket that tower, hopefully get it up. This deck also gets more powerful as you have the capabilities to place stuff in the pocket. So like right here, I could just take for all that, and then when it dies, it'll just pop and explode. Given that tower, it's fine. Definitely our game. He's gonna go for the 3 off rip, which I definitely do not think he's gonna be able to do. Another move you could do here is like pull in, so then you can get closer to tower and possibly just on tower. On tower with the goblin, not the goblin, the skeleton giant. Giant skeleton. I don't know why I said it backwards. But yep, just gonna play a little defensive here. Poison up top. Play some bomb towers down. Get my executioner down for that guy. Was gonna rock. I'll rocket that. Pull everything they have in there real quick. I would love a 3 crown here. After I just said it's not like 2-3 tower games. We're gonna have a game just like that, but make sure they don't get too much damage there. Keep rocketing. This guy would have had a better chance. I don't think he had a chance at all, but he would have had a better chance if he went for my other tower instead of my king tower. Because the amount of damage he did to that tower was actually kind of significant. But then again, he did take advantage of being able to put stuff in the pocket there. All right, again, let's hope this guy's actually playing and not just farming his rewards. But hey, I did that same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. This looks like a decent deck. Like I said, you gotta have that healer with the E-Golem. Not that it's gonna help him much here, but it is very much a better play. I definitely want to kill that. Yes. One of the most annoying cards for me is always that Electro Dragon, the Evo Electro Dragon, considering it can hit literally everything. Kind of crazy. Put this in. Do this on defense. Poison that. I place a bowler here. Pull that all in. Another bomb tower. That'll clear all that up. Get us some more elixir. Definitely want to kill that. So I'm gonna rocket. Do that. Place this high again. I think he thinks that he's able to get like that's gonna have the tower. Gonna place that. Keeps on tornadoing my bomb tower for some reason. I'm gonna just use this and hopefully pull all that in there. The tornado rocket is probably the best mix here. You just get so much value with how much stuff's on the board. It's really hard not to. The only time it's like not great is when I've seen people play like just tank troops, because like rocket does a lot, but it doesn't kill it, and you don't have anything on the board, so it can be a little not great there, but every other time it's just like, why not? A lot of the times players ignore the things on their tower in 7x Elixir because they're like, oh, like it's not gonna do that much damage, who cares? When that's like the whole reason I'm gonna win is because even if I don't get anything across the bridge, the goblin drill is going to end up getting value because sometimes they don't have defended at all. Like, okay, I think he gave up here. Yeah. It's also just so annoying to get through. Like, I really do think this is like one of the best decks for this mode. I could play another deck and see how it runs, but I really don't think. The only other decks I have are pretty much the healer E-Golem deck, and then another one with I think Golem in it. So, alrighty, let's play another quick one here. And oh, we have a mirror match. We do not. Okay, gonna just do that. Clear that up. He has mirror. He's gonna hope that kills the rocket, all that. Or not all that card. And put another drill up there. Poison all of that. Poison is good in this deck. I would think about changing it. It is really good for swarms, but like, it takes so long. Sometimes it's not great to use. I think he tried to kind of catch my guy there. There's poison and a bomb tower. Going to this. This deck could be hard to go against because of this. He does have the main cards that makes it a threat. You know that. I am very aware of how much a threat the skeleton giant skeleton is. Looks like he might be spell sunk on tower, which sucks. I'm gonna just rock it and then do that. I need to make sure to keep everything that I can kind of at the bridge, so it's not a threat to tower. Crazy goofy clone there. I don't even know if that hit my guys, but I don't think it gave up or something. He doesn't have like any troops left. Just do the usual, pull that in, kill it all. Yep. Just such crazy value. I don't know why you tornado that back. Kind of goofy. This. See, the executioner was on my goblin drill, but then because I had a tank in the middle, once it died, the goblins were safe because everything else was tanking for it. So should be able to get tower here my second tower here shortly. Punch from rocket, tornado, see if he places anything to defend that. Good chance he gives up here considering he's down 2 towers. I am definitely able to get this third. If he's gonna play like garbage, which he is. And then tornado this in. I misplaced the goblin drill. Ignore that. Ignore that garbage placement. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the 3 here. Like this, like that. Come on, can we get it? I definitely think he's like pretty much given up. But alright, you're gonna have to trust me that I won that last game. I got a phone call that interrupted the game, but I just 3-crowned, and I literally didn't have to do anything. I just 3-crowned. This is probably the last game here. Bomb tower is great against piggies, even in regular game modes. Poison's gonna be great against that. Probably safe to say this is an easy win. I'm gonna be so honest. Poison's gonna kill all of that. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to drag this back. I haven't really done this too much, but I'm gonna try to make sure that skeleton gets on tower if possible. I think right now it actually is technically, as long as it doesn't run away before it dies. Okay, it did run away. Whatever. Still an easy game. Put poison down. No drills like this. That'll kill all the piggies pretty easily. I'm gonna just drag this in so it can try to get hit by stuff. Hopefully I don't defend that. Yeah, there we go. Yep, so that's 1 tower down pretty much. I'm gonna go for the 3. Or do I just want to go for the 2 and hopefully give up off the 2? Because a lot of times if you get 2 down, they'll just give up. 1 is they can come back from 1, but the fact that that skeleton is on tower is not great for them. Maybe 2 skeletons on tower, so I just drag all this. Get over here. I could also, one thing about this deck is you also can rocket cycle with a tornado and still get value, but yeah, too easy. I'm telling you, this deck is pretty good. We're gonna see, I think they're dropping a mode with this too soon, like a challenge mode, so we'll see if that if this deck comes out on top on those modes, because that's really when competitive players actually lock in and like play this. But yeah, if you guys liked, make sure to let me know what decks you want to see me run, and peace out.